it's really surprised me, its capability. And hi guys, Alex Peak Performance Reviews. Welcome to another vlog and welcome to another car review. I'm here with a new Ford Ranger Raptor, and it's a 3-litre V6 petrol combustion motor with nearly 300 horsepower, nearly 600 newton meters of torque, and it's a bit of a beast. It actually does 0 to 60 in 7.9 seconds. All-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, whatever you want, loads of different drive modes. And look, it's way taller than me. Look, see, not hard, I know I'm small, but this is very out here for me, very different, but I'm really actually quite excited. Proper knobbly, like kind of off-road tyres, which may mean it might not be so good on the road, but I'll let you know about that. But look at it, it's a beast. It's an absolute beast. I'm going to talk more about it on the drive. I'm really excited to drive this actually. As always, if you've got any questions, just hit us up in the comments. But yeah, without further ado, let's go drive. Right, obviously with an off-road vehicle like this and a Raptor, we are going to do a bit of green lane and a bit of off-road just to see what his off-road capability is like. I'm definitely not going to put it on two-wheel drive because these are very undulating and bumpy and crazy hills. I mean, I'm not a green laner, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but I'm going to leave it in all-wheel drive because it's a wet day around the UK. And this obviously would be very hard for most cars to, and I'm putting my foot down and there's no slip at all. This is doing so well. Lumpy and bumpy, lots of hills, lots of ruts. Exactly what you'd want, like say, on a farm. This is the kind of conditions you're going to have all the time. And like I say, I'm not going to do too much of this, but this is just, I'm not going to go fast either because I'm aware this is, you know, someone's or a certain ground like that we're around and near at the moment, but it is absolutely eating up these conditions. Going to take it close here. This is quite a low. It's brilliant. There's loads of traction. It is not a problem at all for this. Another little lump and bump. It's going to go over here. Let's see what this is like. Absolutely superb, absolutely superb. We can do another one. I'm not talking much because actually I'm in awe of how good this is. It's absolutely brilliant, and like, there's just no slip. It's just gripping, like say with those off-road like tyres. It's going to do well. This really rutty bit here as well. This would literally scrape an oil pan for another car, but of course this is what this car's meant to be doing. It's what it does best. And but it already feels good, like it's going to be good as a road car as well. So yeah, we've barely been on the drive and I'm already very impressed. Yeah, let's crack on and see how we got on with the rest of the drive. So yeah, onto the drive, roundabout straight away, straight into the drive. And actually, considering that's on knobblies, that's really good. Lovely sound, I have to say straight away. Yes, again, we're in a combustion engine car. V6 3-litre EcoBoost motor. These EcoBoost motors are really frugal for what power they give you. They tend to be really efficient if you drive them carefully. If you drive it, you know, and you're hard on it, and you're on the accelerator a lot, of course it's going to drink. It's a big, heavy car, but like I say, it's a brilliant little motor. Silky smooth. If you're gentle, it feels lovely. Don't have to raise your voice when talking in the cockpit, but it's got a lovely sound. I'm just gonna ten-speed auto. If I went through it, I'd probably take all day because obviously 10 speeds. But that was probably in 7th just then. But yeah, it just cruises at a lovely speed, at a lovely RPM, and the engine's not complaining at all. But I'm really impressed already. Actually, on the road, it's manners. The suspension feels nice. The steering is lightish, but not too light. It's got a bit of feedback and weight to it, which I really like. It's got a really sporty and lovely interior, very high quality, very high quality. It looks really nice inside and out. It's got so many other features on it. and it is about 60,000 pounds on the road, so it does sound like quite a lot, but actually for what you get, I actually don't think it is. This model exactly has got quite a few specifications extra and add-ons, and it's only still 63,000 pounds. Again, if you go into a dealership, you never know. These days I know you can't haggle as much, but you never know, you might be able to get a deal. There's some good deals on these. Overall so far I'm really impressed. One thing to note, I did briefly say it in the intro, it's 292 PS, which is circa 290 horsepower with about 600 Newton meters of torque. It's just absolutely unbelievable. I'll give you full tech specs in the bio, but yeah, let's push it on. It's got a lovely sound, this V6. See what the brakes are like, because obviously it's a big heavy car. They're softer obviously underfoot, but I think these cars will tend to be like that. It's got quite a good turning circle. You don't have to have too much lock to get it kind of rotate as well, which is really nice. I'm now on a kind of road that will give it will test the handling a little bit more. Again, it's got loads of different drive modes, and but I'm gonna leave it in what it's on at the moment, which is the all-wheel drive. I'm sure it'll be fairly leery in the two-wheel drive mode, but obviously it's very wet, so we're going to leave it in that mode. Push it on a little bit more, see how it takes these roads. I may go quiet for a little bit, not because I'm concentrating, I suppose it is because I'm concentrating a little bit, but obviously it's wet underfoot. I don't know the car. It's obviously a big, you know, heavy, tall car, but the chassis does feel good. It doesn't feel like it's labouring around these corners, like it's rolling. It's not unnerving at all. It's actually, when you turn in, the chassis in the front end stays really fairly flat for a big upright car. Let's push it on a little bit more. Using all the road, there's no one here. And that's a proper quick little bit of kit, soaking up these lumps and the bumps. The suspension is absolutely sublime, really good, very accomplished. Brakes are good. Say a bit of the modulation is a little bit soft. It takes a little bit of a while before your pedal gets really strong feel, but nothing untowards. There's loads of cars with worse than this, and like I say, in general the brakes are really decent, but the chassis is great. Steering weight is nice, and for a car that you can still have a bit of fun with, but do those crazy things that you can do with it off-road, is something to savour. It's an absolutely superb car. Like I said, the interior is really nice. Let's do the roundabout test. Obviously I won't be able to go too, and it's mad actually. I've been giving it some absolute beans, and it's still, you'll laugh, some people will go, still it's not a lot. 22.5 miles per gallon is not that bad. In a big car this size, you could go out, I'm telling you now, in an RS3 and it will do worse miles per gallon if you're putting your foot down than something like this, and it's not even anywhere near the weight of this. So this EcoBoost motor must be doing really good things, and I suspect if you drive it gently it will return incredible miles per gallon. I didn't give it too much around that, because you do get a little bit of understeer, but you go into obviously you don't know what oils are on the road, and it's very wet, but it's impressively fast, impressively pacey, and the chassis is great. I really enjoy and really like this car. It's really surprised me, its capability, and it's worth the £65,000 or the £60,000, circa 63 on this one. It really is. I genuinely think this, well, not a toy, but a vehicle that you can use in everyday conditions, green laning, farming, around, you know, horrible back roads with lots of mud on them, and it will just keep you really safe, keeps everything nice and in check, really keeps you feeling safe, and it's a really decently fun car to drive as well. and I never expected that. I have to say, I love the look of it. I wanted to like it, but I'm not forcing myself to like this. This is genuinely a really, really good car. And yeah, if I had the money and I needed a car like this, this would probably be top of my list, I have to say, because you can spend a lot more money for a car with this spec and power that will do what this will do in this kind of segment. So I have to say, I am massively impressed. Massively impressed. So that is the end of our video, guys, with the Ranger Raptor, and I have to say I absolutely adore it. I really do. Now, it's not going to be the most paciest thing in the world, but nonetheless, for that kind of car, this kind of size, it's surprisingly agile. It moves really well. It's got good acceleration, and overall I just find it such a fun car. Like I say, off-road capabilities, and in general just a really sure-footed rest assurance feel that you get from this car is absolutely superb, and I absolutely adore it. And in its segment, I'm going to give it a peak performance reviews rating of 90% out of 100. Like I say, that's in its segment as an isolated segment, but yeah, I adore it. I really like it. I think if you're in the market for one, go get a test drive. I'm sure you'll be really impressed. It's been returning really good miles per gallon as well, and overall, what a machine. I really like it. I've fallen in love with it today. Guys, as always, like, share, comment and subscribe. We'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.